Abusia hi Tvghana so by a channel no so a pomode so be like na wa share stories no na pomode so be subscribe to your channel no na leave comment so e comment section na say hey abusia for ene entuma no eso apa Mr. Adu Boahen ya nyina yedi ho abobo papa yi o so wa wie sika o so wa wie sika say yenya no ma say Attorney General Dominic Anyimu ne court to say ye pesi daily no be de oho ni nyina ne say papa yi say wa wie sika papa yi na no oye the boss, the former boss say oye former of National Signal Bureau, I part of the national security na bisha ene nsema aba beto dwane de ano edin na papa yi say am no ka say or remand say court are remanded for 7 working days as say order so mu na ohe press conference based on press conference ahodo Attorney General etimi aye afa papa ne ensem ne ho ne wie ya no aben na wa wie ska na say Ghana water internet bi ko provide amomo abusafo siska na oje a no create account no dia to ne o to fia kese there has been a whole lot of stories online about papa we abusa na enye izikwana no ekoda sorry ya krata bi ababonte from the lawyers of Mr. Adu Boahen, you know, almost which they say Attorney General case, you know, obey any media case, almost so no, they will stick to media and they also sikana almost where we are no, but sikano de or this sikana aye na some information and information also about ben because the Attorney General na choose the media. So they be prosecuting Kofon into almost to be issue the media and be and and this man I said, we could have told you because this man quite appointed that, but this man was appointed in 2016. 2016 mu, and I intimi John Dramani Mahama and I appointed Sapa Pay to his position. And I another down for by one pamono. No, we're dealing with this wa ababisi and chasing on Abisha. Kratana and the lawyers at the buy and a correct crat anima. Says Sika will pia coma NDC for Abisha and ye easy. A mukas a woodwo, a muyebe to a baker says he could the upper pay a time the comma NDC for some money, no find election coalition. I'm sure for any easy. Now, some to go and say, hey, sir, and some more hop up into prepare near brain in a ding wabu say, hey. Papa was saying this, we can because they say you go for MPP party nima omo NDC for just within them no they are working to sabotage the party and from later yeah the lawyers they are by how or chance would spend this kind of I mean with papa one of them now no one that's a John Dramani Mahama appointed as I say list nima just say Sikano just will pia koma NBC for this is pure sabotage. Never for let's get to the real part. Sami Gyamfi ababontin ababe reply papa semna in a latest na or the ababe to the for things are getting interesting. The days ahead and is going to be interesting papa because it's Ghana for ni babe da because papa no the list or the abade they say o pia sikano pubuo e de akwa NDC abaya for Sikana yes wedia omo akasa chasing no mood ni sa na se sikana NDC for akasa na edi bi na yenko ne nkutie ensema asemi Gyamfi so he de ababe to dwane be wia onso tiawaje
5.1 M off, he said that, of stolen money. And this is Adu Boahen saying that. Mahama took 5.1 million Ghana cedis of stolen money. Who is Adu Boahen? You know him? Kwabna Adu Boahen. He is the one in the center of the melee. The Kabuda. This is the guy. Right now, he's heavily bearded. He's been locked up at the Iyoko cells. And all of a sudden, my brother, he has dropped a bomb. His lawyer, Atachia, is saying that if they dare prosecute this man, he's going to release a lot of security information that would be a danger to the state. In other words, prosecuting this guy has security. Issues. Many people have spoken about this. Others are yet to speak. But this is Adu Boahen. son of the historian Adu Boahen. His big brother, Charles Adu Boahen, is also going through legal issues at this point for causing damage to the state. My brother, my sister, now behind the cells at Iyoko, he wrote saying that the 49 million that he has been accused of stealing, in fact, he gave out 5.1 million Ghana cedis to the then president John Dramani Mahama. And the money was used to buy 3 cars. 3 cars. For security protocols and whatever. He's also mentioned the outfits that benefited from the 49 million Ghana cedis. And he went ahead to say that he will never steal state funds. My brother, my sister, that's what he has said. Let's get the details of the story. Now watch this. What is he truly saying? Bring me the story. Quick. Drop. Adu Boahen saga. Sammy Gyamfi reacts to alleged payments. Equipment supply to NDC. And this is Sammy Gyamfi sitting there. The story says that this guy called Adu Boahen said he gave 5.1 million Ghana cedis to John Dramani Mahama's government. And they used the money to buy 3 cars. He specified which cars they were. When Mahama was in power, he mentioned other names. Now, Sammy Gyamfi, who is the NDC National Communications Officer, my brother, my sister, is reacting to this. Run it, my youth, from Ghana World. It says the National Communications Officer of the National Democratic Congress, NDC, Sammy Gyamfi, has described as impossible claims that his party received monetary and equipment support from the National Signals Bureau under the National Security Secretariat during the 2024 general elections. Not possible. Now, the embattled former Director General of the National Signals Bureau, Kwabena Adu Boahen, in a recent letter addressed to the National Security Coordinator, alleged that $500,000, that's approximately 8.3 million Ghana cedis, was used to purchase communication equipment for an opposition party, specifically for Election Results Coalition in September 2024. That's the month of my birth. Just last year. He claimed this was part of the NSB Special Operations expenditure to support the opposition party's activities ahead of the 2024 general elections. While it remains unclear whether the then opposition NDC benefited from the allocation, concerns have been raised over the expenditure. And these are deemed questionable by critics. In response to the criticisms, the convener of the Fix the Country movement, Oliver Baka Vomawo, posed an open question to the NDC, demanding the party's reaction to the allegations' veracity. Simple question for the NDC to answer by tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Did you receive any equipment from national security ahead of the 2024 elections? Yes or no? The activist posted on his Facebook page. In response, Sammy Gyamfi, who also serves as the acting chief executive officer of Ghana Gold Board, described the claim by Kwabena Adu Boahen as impossible. According to the National Communications Officer, it is unreasonable to suggest that the erstwhile New Patriotic Party government would resource the NDC to win an election. How is that even possible, my brother? How could the Kandapar-led National Security Ministry or Secretariat of the NPP government be so foolish as to buy equipment for the opposition NDC to oust their own government? He questioned under Baka Vomawo's post. Adu Boahen, the former NSB Director General, was arrested on March 20, 2025 at the Kotoka International Airport upon his return from abroad. The Attorney General Dominic Akuritinga Ayini explained that Adu Boahen is being investigated for embezzling state funds, including misappropriating funds from a $7 million cyber defense system contract. He's also accused of laundering over $2 million through a real estate investment in Accra, allegedly using a private firm he established during his tenure at the NSB from 2017 to 2025. Adu Boahen and his wife Angela Adu Boahen, Mildred Donko, a banker, and their company Advantage Solutions Limited have been charged by the Attorney General. That's it. So he's reacting to one part of the story where it said he used part of the so-called stolen money to buy equipment and finance an opposition party to be able to collect results properly. We all know that they intended to steal the elections like they did in the past. Our politicians have no respect for decency and order and patriotism. They will do anything to win elections, including stealing the elections. So it's impossible for the incumbent to help the opposition to win elections by financing them. That's what Gyamfi is saying. My brother, did Mahama take 5.1 million Ghana cedis when he was in power? Or was it when he was out of power? Certainly when he was in power. 5.1 million to buy 3 cars. Does this sound good? As it stands right now, we are yet to have a full response from the government. But there's another story. There is another story. Watch this. Adu Boahen's disclosure has exposed politicians' misuse of state funds. That is Martin Kpebu. He's a lawyer and a member of the oral team. He's a lawyer. He's a guy that I really like. And listen to what he's saying about what Adu Boahen is saying. Run it, my youth. Watch this. Private legal practitioner Martin Kpebu has stated that the revelations made by former Director General of the NSB, Kwabena Adu Boahen, highlight significant flaws in the country's system, particularly pointing to how politicians often misuse taxpayers' money. According to him, politicians have consistently denied the misuse of state resources, and Adu Boahen's expose has brought some of these issues to light. He commended Adu Boahen for revealing the information, noting that it serves to enlighten the citizenry and spark the much-needed conversations about accountability. But of course, we are grateful for these revelations because what they do is that they have enlightened us as citizens. You know, we've always been complaining that politicians misuse and are chopping our money. Akufo-Addo was denying. But now with these revelations by Adu Boahen, you see that we were right. You know, he who feels it knows it. He said in an interview on TV3 on May 8, 2025. What? Kpebu further alleged that the national security apparatus has been exploited by the political class as a ruse and a conduit for looting state funds, raising concerns about the lack of transparency and oversight in the handling of national security expenditures. Dash it away. You know what Martin Kpebu is saying? When they steal money and want to investigate, they say, oh, this one, it borders on national security. We can't touch it. And they get off the hook with their loot. Remember when Nana Akufo-Addo was in power? He was flying all over the world in chartered aircraft like a man with no common sense. At a time, they said Ghana had nothing. We started to complain. You know what they told us? When we wanted an investigation, they told us we cannot do this because it borders on national security. So through the national security, a lot of them are able to loot state funds and go away for free. If you want to investigate them, they try to blackmail you with the name of national security. That is what Adu Boahen is doing. So as for me, if you want to parade me before the courts, I'm okay. But the nation will suffer, the national security. But I'm ready. For once, let us chase them into the hole that they are coming from. And let's make sure that things get so transparent. Expose whoever is supposed to be exposed. And in the next few days, we would like total clarity on who received what and who did not receive what We want to know all that. There's a lot of stealing in our country. And it's time now to be accountable. I believe the Mahama government is ready to do this. Come clean.